Head coach Damon Stoudamire kind enough to join us on Pacific Courtside Live, and again the Tigers defeating Sac State 74-58. Another home win, coach. What was the most encouraging aspect of this home win for you? Here, you get a clean sheet here.
Oh, clean sheet.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, clean sheet. You know, let me say this. I'm just happy to get the win because, you play a team in Sacramento State. You got to give them a lot of credit. They came out and they played great basketball in that first half, and they've always been a dangerous team when they get going. And between Strings and Stoudamire, I mean, they played really well in that first half, and it was a problem for us. And we came out in the second half like we usually do.
Mm-hmm.
We came out and we were more aggressive and we got stops, and as a coach, I'm telling you, you're sitting over there on the sideline and it felt like this 58 was like 100 because
Yeah.
because they put so much pressure on us, and for whatever reason, and this is something that we have to talk about and we have to preach upon. I just felt tonight and for a couple games now, we've done a bad job on the perimeter of bailing guys out, and when we got good position, our bigs were coming in, guards, and they're hacking down, and we're getting fouls called and things of that nature. And, at the beginning of the year, I thought we did a great job of walling up. Okay, and we were having guys miss shots, getting rebound and going. But tonight, that to me, that was one of the things that stymied us, not only early but a little bit late. But, I'm proud of the win. I mean, it was an ugly game. Let's just say it was an ugly game.
Yeah.
It was an ugly game, but you got to win those ugly games. You can always – I always say this. It always feels better to get better winning than to try and get better losing. So –
the fouls that coach is talking about, those are the same ones that drove you crazy when you were coach, the ones on the perimeter that were so far from the basket.
Yeah, I mean, Ray at half court reaching in,
right.
fouling the guy. And, and obviously the last 4 minutes of the game when you're up 14 and you're fouling about every possession,
right.
Those are going to come back and haunt you in close games,
right.
But now you have a chance of cleaning them up. And the whole key is, you can talk about cleaning them up, but you got to clean them up, and that's going to be the thing you find out about because, I mean, guys are reaching in there, fouling the last 2 minutes of the game when really the game was over if they just play good defense and make tough shots.
Right, I definitely agree, Coach. I mean, it was one of those things like, this is what I preach upon to my team each and every day is that you have to play smart. And tonight, coming down the stretch of this game, we just didn't play smart. And some of those fouls at the time we were doing them, they were like rally killers. They're stopping the clock. They're giving Sacramento State not only a chance to make some free throws, but then to set up in their press. And that's moving forward, we can't do that. But like I said, we'll try to clean that up, and we'll do the things that we need to do, and we'll move forward. But it was a hard fought win for us, and hey, I'm happy that we were able to bounce back.
I was kidding him when David come across half court and drive right to the corner. I said, "Are they serving hamburgers and fries down there?" And he's hungry because he went right down there like he wanted to get there.
It's funny you say that. I told David, I said, David, when they're pressing you got to keep the ball centered, and you never dribble to the corner. Like, Coach, it's one of them things where, you just have to be patient with guys, and some of the things that you say to yourself that seems like, okay, maybe this is something that you should already know. Maybe he doesn't, but my thing is this. We still found a way, and David, he didn't play as well in the second half as he did in the first half, but he had a 2-minute spurt that was probably the biggest spurt of the game, and he kind of separated us from them with the three and a couple layups.
Well, I thought the big play too. You got they went to the zone. You guys turned the ball over a couple times, and he called timeout. You're down 4, and then KJ hit a big three.
He did.
For him to hit that three, because he played really good tonight. He got a nice layup.
He
made a pass for a layup, and especially after shooting an air ball and clanking one off the rim. But you can tell he's a good shooter. It's just a matter of, I don't care how. I used to tell kids all the time, it was easy making that three in high school. I don't know why that three is that much harder in college, but they just got to get their rhythm and get over the anxiousness, and they'll be fine.
The one reason guys missed that three in college when they first start, coaches, there's no backdrop in college. See, they used to that backdrop in high school, so they always had that backdrop. But, I'm going to give KJ a lot of credit. KJ has worked hard since he's gotten here. I knew he can shoot, and I had it set in my mind that I was going to play him tonight. And the reason I said that is because we've been struggling shooting the ball, and I know what's the worst thing that can happen. He can hit one and get more confidence. I felt he played well. He made a nice pass down to Ann. I think it was Towns, and then he drove the lane and got a layup, and I think that was big for him. I was happy for him because he's worked hard at it. He's worked hard at it. It's the things that I see every day and the staff sees every day that everybody else doesn't, but he came in and gave us a great lift, I thought.
Coach, before we let you go, what would a road win mean for this team? We asked TJ that before he left, but I want to get your perspective on that.
A road win to me would mean that this team would be ready to take off. I don't care who the road win is against, but a road win would mean to me that we've grown up, because the win on the road, number one, is hard. Number two, it means that we would have had to stick together. They would have had to fight through a little bit of adversity in order to get that win. And, it'll just be big. And I'm excited to go down here to Fullerton and play, and I think that the rest of the guys are. And it's going to be a challenge, and Fullerton in a lot of ways is a lot like Sacramento State. I know they're going to be hungry. They want to win, and it'll be a tough game. But I hope that this is the one where guys stick together. They understand that they need each other for 40 minutes, and maybe we can put together a 40-minute game because we have yet to do that this year.
CP, if you guys had won in Reno, CP wanted me to joke with you that he saw you walking through the lobby of the hotel as we were leaving, and you said that if the team plays as good as I look tonight, we're going to win. But they didn't win. But I thought you looked better tonight than you did in Reno. So
I always try to say stuff to just keep it loose.
I hear you.
Hey, sometimes the guys to me they're too tense. So.
Thank you, Coach.
All right,
Appreciate you stopping
all right,
by.
Zach, thank you.
Coach
All right,
Stoudamire, kind
Thank
enough
you
to
a lot.
join us here on
Thank you.
Pacific
Appreciate
Courtside Live.